Yeah, so this is a different video than usual. I'm gonna be going over a pickup that I got, fashion pickup, instead of a song or anything like that. And this is a pickup, probably my best pickup from eBay. It's one of the most iconic jackets you could say in American heritage. It's the Sears D pocket or map pocket jacket, and these were manufactured right after the post of World War II. They were like the first iteration of what we know as the quintessential like rider's jacket or leather motorcycle jacket with the asymmetrical zip and stuff like that. But instead of two hand warmer pockets and the front zip, I think that design came out later. I could be wrong, but I think this is the predecessor. This D pocket which features a zipper pocket and a button pocket as well. And this jacket specifically is the 1960 iteration. The first ones right after World War II made in like a really heavy horsehide, and those are insanely hard to get. They're the Sears Hercules line ones, and those are the most expensive ones. You could easily fetch $1,000 for those. And yeah, I just don't see myself buying one of those anytime soon. But this is the next best option because, well, these jackets can go for like $500 normally, but I got a crazy deal of $199. I won't be blowing up the guy's spot on eBay because honestly he only has one more pair item, and it's like a pair of like 80s Levi's, and I don't know, it just seems weird to just put him on the spot when he doesn't have anything else more to sell. I think this is like the last grail piece of his, but yeah, it's really insane. And I know this is the next best thing to get other than the horse side. And this iteration in the 1960s is made with Steerhide, which is a little lighter, but it is in fact heavier than the cowhide iterations that were made in 1970. Those ones I think are pretty bad quality. I looked at some of them online and even in just some blog posts, and they seem to chip fast and stuff like that. This came in a different kind of condition. Obviously, like some paint is chipping, but that's just natural. The hide was actually, it was kind of dry, but it wasn't like soup. It wasn't anything that was that couldn't be fixed, you know. It wasn't beyond repair or anything like that when I first got it in, so that was great. And I cleaned it with some soap and water, and used some saddle soap specifically on it, and then I added a mink oil to really deeply moisturize it, and you could tell it needed it because it's not usually with mink oil. If you use it on like a new jacket, which you're not supposed to do, it will, if you haven't like worn it for a long time, then it will like have like a really like sticky residue. But with this, it absorbed all the mink oil, so it really needed it. And I think I pretty much restored this jacket to an extent. It wasn't in bad condition, like I said, but I think in a way I feel really good because it felt like I archived it to an extent. Like if you look at the back, yeah, like I said, if you look at the back, you can really tell the age of the design. It's got this huge kidney panel, and this nice yoke. It feels almost Western in a way. It's got these great talon zippers, the original zippers. Yeah, the next thing I wanted to show was actually the inside of the jacket. I think this is the most special part to me. The tag, in a sense, like I probably would have taken this jacket even if like the tag wasn't on, but as you can see, it has the tag fully intact. And the next best thing is the liner is also just in a great condition as well. And the best accompaniment of this liner is the fact of this really wide whale corduroy. It's very retro, and you've seen this design in like a lot of vintage leather jackets where the kidney panel or like the bottom is sort of lined in a different fabric, but this black corduroy on this red quilting is just like, it's like the perfect Western sort of biker aesthetic, and I see why it was chosen for like the bike riders. It's an iconic jacket. I'm glad to have it, even if it's a Steerhide. I'm still grateful because it's such great condition, and I honestly, the way that it feels in the hand, like I legitimately like wear this jacket. And I've been wearing it more than my shot. Like I haven't even touched my shot, and that's horsehide, but it's brand new, and this vintage jacket to me is just, it's so interesting. So I've just been wearing it, and it feels so sturdy, dude. It honestly doesn't feel like I have to baby it at all. I still take it off when I'm like doing certain things. Like I try not to get it wet when I go outside. Like I won't take it on a rainy day, really, because at the end of the day it is a 1960s piece, and I want to treat it with like some sort of respect. Not that like you should ever baby your clothing, but you obviously want like pieces of like history to last. And I know that sounds like over dramatic, but there's legitimately not a lot of these in this good of a condition left. And you know, even like some sort of subtle things, like this belt is clipped off. That's not the original, you know, way. It should have had this sort of thinner, yeah, Steerhide belt with a thinner buckle. That, and it, I thought that looked really elegant, and it kind of complemented like this Western kind of like aesthetic with this yoke on the back and stuff like that. Like I just thought if I had that, it would be totally perfect. But it's just a slight little grievance. But other than that, this is a great purchase. This is like, to be honest, my most prized clothing piece. It, to me, it just, it's the most unique thing I have, and it's also the thing that I just legitimately think looks the best.